Hello and welcome to the final video on modeling a chandelier. We're just to recap where we last left off at is we finally created the light bulbs, the light holders, excuse me, and a couple other components that hold it, that house the light. And just to save time, I kind of went a little bit ahead and created the things that hold the light bulbs in place. It's nothing really difficult, but just a couple extrusions from a basic circle or a cylinder, and then just use a bit of a thickness, and that's pretty much it. So now we're going to be finalizing things by doing the light bulbs and the chain that's going to hold it up top. So I have an image that I found on a light bulb. Let me just go back. Here we go. I think this is decent. Actually, let me not select anything. I'm going to do it on a new layer just to be on the safe side. I don't want to mess up anything. Alright. So we got a picture of a light bulb. Now, just to be more efficient at creating this, I could just use, a circle and do all the extrusions. But a faster way would just be to use your vertices and trace it. But this is just one of many ways to really go about it. There's endless possibilities. You could use a cube. Oh, and also I'm making these vertices trace along the shape by holding Ctrl and left clicking. But yes, as I was saying from before, you can use a cube and subdivide it, or smoothing it to achieve the same shape, just like we did with the connector. Edge right there. And then I'm going to keep on tracing down. Alright, and let's put it right there. I'm just putting in enough vertices so that when we spin it, it won't be much of a problem. The edge is going to be right there. And it'll be less editing that we'll have to do. Right there to there, and then we're just gonna add right there. So with these middle vertices, we're going to zero them off on the X. Alright, that looks fine to me. Select everything. Go into your top view, spin it, and it's already spin 360 from our previous settings. Take that off, and now we're going to select everything, fix our normals. Now let's see what we got when we add a subdivision surface. So we're going to change our shading to smooth. And for the most part, it did get those little grooves that we want. We do need a part that separated off, so I'm going to add that extra edge in here. Okay, and then I'm gonna add an edge in between these little parts, and then I'm going to bevel them. Alright, I don't know why it's not. Oh, okay, that's why. Alright, so now let's try bevel. There we go. Alright, there we go. Yep, there we go. So now we have our light bulb. Alright, it's looking a bit weird up top. So I'm gonna just modify the shape just a hair. Let's use that. There we go. That looks a bit better. That's actually grid fill should work. It should work. Alright, now it's doing that again. That's weird. Ah, it's 9. We're gonna have to just leave. We're just gonna ride out what we have. Cause that's weird. I never really get that. Could put. Well, I would have to take one away to really get it right. So let's try this. But then our shape is generally lost. But let's see if we do circle. Maybe that'll fix it a little bit. But then we have to go through the entire thing. Let's see. Doesn't look consistent. Okay. Well, it's not much of a problem, I'm gonna say. It's not too much of a problem. Because we still get our shape in the long run. So I'm just gonna maneuver some of these up. Alright, it looks better. So we're gonna move on to putting this in our first layer, and we're gonna turn off our proportional editing, and then we're gonna remove our background image because we don't need it anymore. So layer 1, and we're just gonna flip. Oops. Proportional editing off. There we go. Rotate that 180 degrees. And then I'm just going to scale it down some. Scale it up. Let's make sure it fits the bottom of our light. Scale it up just a little bit. And I gotta fill, oops, that's probably too big. Yep. Mind you, I'm gonna use this one again. And I'm looking like I may need to move this down. Alright, that's fine. So now I'm gonna duplicate it. And then I'm just going to move it over here on the x-axis, push it up, make sure it lines up with it. Oh, sorta. That's the one thing with tracing the shape. Sometimes the desired results can kind of vary. So we're just going to put that up there. Now we have our lights. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, which will be to array it. And one thing that's a bit bothering me. Well, actually, I think that's fine. Actually, it's not. We're just going to leave it the way it is. Probably scale this down. Alright, so we're going to apply a array modifier, turn relative off, and then we're going to create a new empty plain axes, and I'm going to call this one bub clones. Yep, bub clones. Yep, and now I'm going to make it active with her object. Now it seems as though I need to apply our location, rotation, and scale. Next, what I'm going to do is find our empty bub clones, go to the bottom view, and then I'm just going to rotate it. I'm going to make sure it fits right in there. Nice. So now, all I'm going to do is just increase the number. Oh, and I forgot that our empty needs to be fixed as well. Okay, what happened? Now where's our bub clones? I keep selecting it. Bub clones. Now where did it go? Alright, it's directly under it. So let's see, where did we mess up at? We got our offset. Everything looks fine there. Hopefully it's not still on here. And that's all zeroed off. Oh, okay. I applied the settings, and I must have just put it back in its default position. Well, wait, something is still looking a bit off now. Rotation. I'm gonna pause the video and figure out what's the problem real fast. Alright, I guess there was like a glitch that was going on, so what I did, I just manually created each individual light bulb and then just placed it. Somehow the array modifier, it just wasn't lining up right. It's just very weird. Okay, so now the last and final part. Which is to just create the chain that it hangs from. Not a good image. Let's see. I think that's fine. Alright, so we're just going to keep it simple. And then we're just going to imagine that there's something above it, which I'm not even going to take too much time into creating. This, little ceiling part. And we're just going to flatten it out, make it a bit circular. And the very last thing, which is the chain, we're going to be using a torus. Where's the torus? There we go. 48 segments. We're just going to stick with the default. So let's align it to view. And we're going to take half of it. Half of it, and then we're going to just duplicate on the z-axis, and that's pretty much going to be our chain. So we're just going to scale it down. And we're going to array it going downward. So we're going to 0 off that. Alright, so it's going in the wrong direction. -1. And also, let's say these. Let's just fine tune the numbers a bit, about right there. Alright, that looks fine to me. Let me add one more. It's possibly too many, but I would say that that serves our purpose for this tutorial. Anything else would kind of be a bit unnecessary to add, but the main parts that we modeled were the chain, the ceiling part, and the chandelier, and the various parts that go with it. The bulb, the inside part, the bulb holders, the body, which is separated in parts, and then we use Bezier curves to get these intricate shapes. And we use tons of array modifiers and thickness on certain parts. So I hope you learned a vast amount in this tutorial from using your Bezier curve and various modifiers. And I hope you've enjoyed the whole series as a whole. And if you need to refer back to other parts in case you're stuck on something, please do. And if you have any questions or concerns about any of the models that I've created, please feel free to message me in the comments section or send me a private message, however you would like to go about doing that. So I hope you enjoyed all these tutorials, and subscribe, like, and look forward to the next ones. Okay? Alright, bye.